All right, guys, long day, long week in the shop. Got a lot done, though. Back at it. It's Friday. Hope you guys are enjoying the video series on this rig. It's going really, really good. I'm excited for the progress. Just a little bit, what we're going to go over right now is show you kind of what the shop looks like on Friday after a long, hard week of just gunning and gunning and gunning. Got tools hanging out, fluids all over the place. Got just a little bit of tools. It's good for you though, have a lot of tools out. It means you're working on something. So anyways, got a lot of cleanup to do. We've had a great week. A couple of trucks. We got a fire truck done. We were able to get my Peterbilt 379 fixed, so that was good. After a lot of money on a pinion, we got it put in with the help of the old overhead crane here. We use the old hand chain. Works pretty good. It's a 1-ton setup. It's made to only do a ton, but I think it'd be a lot better than that if you needed to pick up a lot more. Got some mud on the ground. Hopefully we'll get that cleaned up tomorrow, but I got to switch modes. We're going to get back over here to the truck, start working on it. I'm going to try to get some pieces cut for the back of this. Hopefully box this all in. Might as well get it done and get it all accomplished. It's Friday, but I still got a little bit more work. This is the work I want to do, so I'm excited. Got the window in, it's looking good. I put the uprights in, put a welding blanket over it and put those in there. It'll make it look way better. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's get into the work mode and start doing this. Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Caleb Morrison. This is Caleb's Diesel and Fabrication. If you like fabricating stuff, if you like working on diesel vehicles, this is a great place to be because we're going to do it all. All right, guys, another new day in the shop. I'm ready to get started on it. I've been looking forward to it. It's Sunday. Been making a lot of huge progress here lately. I've been happy with it. Got a lot of welding that I've got done on the back of the truck. I kind of need to get the headache wrap wrapped up completely and done. Need to get the panels that I made, kind of where the fuel cell is going to sit, wrapped up as well. On the front of the truck, I got a little bit more welding to do, so I can get the serpentine belt on the front of the engine, And then hopefully here a little bit later I'll have Jacob and maybe Craig coming out to help me on the Holly system. We're going to start working on hooking that Terminator X system up. I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, every time we work on it, it's getting a little bit closer and closer. I need to call Holly and get my gauges ordered to make it, look right on the dash, but it'll still run with the little screen that it comes with. Met a guy that will be able to do all my tuning for the truck. Once you get it, get it started and get it running, Holly has a setup where you can go in and do a custom tune and maybe get a little extra horsepower out of it, which wouldn't be a bad deal. So it's going pretty good. We got a lot of things pushed out of the shop this week, which I've been happy about. A lot of projects we've had. It's nice to kind of get some of the shop cleared out and get it cleaned up. Can't tell you how it gets cramped in here. Even though this is an 80 by 100 shop, you get 4 or 5 different projects going in here. It's a little bit cramped, to say the least. So anyway, so we're going to start working on the back of this thing. Hopefully start getting some of the front, like the fenders, the core support put on. Really would start looking like something if I could do that. That way I can start mounting coolers. I mean, dare I say, would be awesome to hear it run pretty soon. Don't feel like it's ever going to happen some days, but anyways, we're going to chip away. And one thing about me is I'm going to do a little bit more every day, even if it doesn't seem like we're making much progress. As long as I get a couple things done, little small things done, we're still making progress, guys. So hope you're enjoying the build. I know I am. I'm looking forward to being in this thing, driving it, and hopefully in time to get some miles under my belt on it. And, maybe end up getting a chance to throw my name in the ring with this rig to go on Ultimate Adventure for 2023. So we'll see how it goes. Appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. We'll see what we can get done today. All right, guys, so what I'm doing here is, you guys know, I've probably talked about it before, but right here I had to end up moving this piece and making it have a bend, and then making a little kicker here to go to the outside to clear for my AC compressor. So I ended up sleeving this. I put a sleeve inside of here and then I welded it on the outside. Well, me being the way I am, I think I need a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is put an external sleeve on it. I didn't have a piece of pipe I could cut in half, which would be a real easy way to do it, and slip over this 1.5 inches. I just don't have it. So what I'm going to do is take some of this flat bar here, which is just little, it's thin, but it's going to be strong enough because it's on the outside. I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to tack it on one side in here, and then I'm going to go ahead and heat it up and bend it around. The good thing about it is being able to heat it and get it to go around the pipe, it's going to strengthen it up from the inside because I sleeved it, and the outside, and then I also got that brace in there. So I'm not real worried about it. I just want to make sure before I get this all buttoned up that is tight and that's good to go. So I'm going to do that real quick. It's not a big deal, but just something else to add to the equation here. In projects, I think you end up figuring out that a lot of this little stuff is what eats up the most time. It ain't the most fun stuff, but it is needed. So I'm going to cut this piece off real quick. See how it goes. A little windy today. Been having quite a few fires, grass fires out. Yesterday when I was at the station, we could hear them and smell them, the smog from all those fires all around, all over the place. Should have named this channel Heat and Beat Garage, because that's seems about what I'm good at. Well, heat and beat action. No, my brother-in-law actually done it. All right, let's put a little tack on it. We'll keep working it around. All right. Put a little bit more tack on it so they start beating on it and it'll come apart. All right. So, one reason that I may not want to heat it, when you start heating up thin metal, it's going to distort it a little bit and actually weaken it. So I'm trying not to heat it up too much. Try and do the beating method, which works pretty good on this thin stuff. Now, if I had some 3/8 or quarter, I probably could be on it all day with this small hammer and do nothing. So we're trying to get away with it. We'll see how it goes. It don't like it. Oh, yeah. Later. Okay. Oh yeah. She's on there good, boy. Oh, don't have it heavy. Alright, sometimes you gotta tack the oil. Sometimes you just gotta tack the clamp on there. Probably not the best in the book. But you know what? It'll work. Oh yeah, she's high. Tack it. Top and bottom. And we're getting somewhere. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Sweet. Hello.
Hey, well, I got the one battery. The other battery had a big hole,
Nice.
but we just checked the alternator. It's picking out 25. It's charged.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Maybe one battery just went bad then.
And it was a brand new battery.
Wow. Well,
What happened?
that's kind of odd. All right, guys. So I have kind of decided what I'm going to do on these lights. I went to town. Ended up getting these. These are like light bezels for a trailer, and it just basically has a 6-inch, LED light in it. I'm going to end up using the turn, stop, and tail light. It does all three in one light. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and recess them in, kind of like I did the license plate holder here. So I went and bought this. It was like $3 at Tractor Supply just for the template to cut a good circle. And I already went ahead and cut out a couple of templates. I'm going to use these. I use that template to make these templates. And I got this on here where I just cut this piece out with a cutoff wheel, and then I'm going to recess it in exactly how I did the license plates. I'm going to do it on both sides. I want it to look good. I think it's going to be nice. You can kind of see what I got going on here. Maybe. So I got that cut. You can kind of see the square there. It's going to be in line with the kind of what the license plate's going to look like. So that's going to be nice. I'm going to cut it out. I'll show you guys. It'll be just protected better that way. I think it's going to look nicer, and I think it's going to look really good driving on the truck as well, because it'll be recessed in there and won't be getting tore up and ripped out. So I'm only going to go maybe an inch recess, like not that far, just enough to keep it protected. So I'm going to cut these out. Alright guys, so what I'm doing here, I cut out some slugs. I picked up this 1/8 inch strap at a OPS metal place up in Dewey. I think it was maybe $4 or $5, and it was like an 8-foot piece. So I've got these welded in a little bit, but I still need to put the sides on. So what I'm going to do, cut these out. I'm going to put these in there, and then we'll go on the outside here, and we'll make a chalk line. That'll be good. We'll be perfect. Looks like I need to trim that one off a little bit. Needs to be like, see how it sits inside there on this one? Then I can trim it out and it'll be perfect. So, looking pretty good. So that's what I'm working on right now. I just got to get these cut. I mean, it's not really a big deal. Just need to kind of set it in here. Be better if you guys are watching. Sit it in there, trim it out, see how it looks. So just a little bit more cutting with the old cutoff wheels, and that's where we're at. Kind of angle them in there, you know. Not really a big chore, super hard, but you got to do it. So. Alright guys, we're back. Beautiful day outside, by the way. But last time I was using the old cherry picker to pick up the front end of my truck, I was talking to a guy at Tom Wood's Drive Shaft, and one of the pins right here on the front of the legs came out as I almost had it completely up in the air. It came out and it basically flew out from underneath itself, dropped the truck on the ground, and the side of the cherry picker hit me right in the shin. Busted it open pretty good. It's kind of funny looking back at it now, but at the time it hurt pretty bad. So I'm gonna go round 2 here. I need to get my limiting straps put on. So I'm gonna end up putting chain around the back bumper here and lifting it up. Hopefully you guys don't see the same result that happened that day, which I wasn't videoing it, imagine that. So I've been working on the lights, got that done. Put some braces up here on the where the coilovers go, just trying to get that all tied in together. One thing I started to think about as I'm welding here, like I always welded outside with my welding machine and didn't have a shop before, so I was kind of a light shirt guy because the sunlight, you know, obviously draws to darker colors. Got to thinking to myself, as dirty as these have been getting, I think I'm going to get me a black shirt since I'm inside now. Be a lot smarter. It's just I'm just a creature of habit buying light colored welding shirts, but I'll wear this one out first. And I'm gonna buy a black shirt, but let's get this thing lifted up and hopefully it'll go up high enough. They can get a measurement for my lifting or my limiting strap. But that's perfect. There we go. Make sure my pins are in. Yeah, they're all in. I think this side might be a little bent for some reason. I don't know why this would be bent. Oh, geez, I don't know. You come down just a little bit. So what I'm going for here is where it's the shock itself is like pulling it apart or lifting up the truck, I guess you could say. I think we're getting there. All right. So the truck is up in the air, so we're gonna let it down just a hair. And that's where the limiting straps are going to be. Something like that. So, got all of those here. Seems like there's a lot of room underneath there now. Lot of them. Again, got these. Got this little setup from Off-Road Design. You know, I buy stuff there often, love their products. It's heavy duty stuff. If you have a GM square body, if you have Broncos, early Ford pickups, they make all kinds of cool stuff. And I tell you what, they're great to talk to. From time to time, you end up talking to Steven sometimes on the phone. Throughout this process, which I still am calling every now and again, I bet I've called them no less than 10 times. Trying to make sure that you know, I get everything I need and I'm not wasting their time. All right, so they send some 1/2-inch grade 8 bolts so you can mount on there. So we got 4 of those total, and then it has a little threaded bung here. It's you know, 1/2-inch quarter wall, 3/8 wall DOM looks like, and it just threads right into here, and basically your strap itself hooks onto it. So then you put your, on the bottom side, you put your tab and you just weld your tab in, which I switch it up and put 2 tabs down there on the axle itself. I got these 2 tabs. I got a couple of them I bought from Barnes. Basically the same thing. But I'm gonna do that because I think it's gonna be a little bit stouter to do it that way. So I'm gonna put this in there for spacing. Show you what I'm talking about. So just run it down, tighten this up, which I don't have the right tools yet, but I will. So just run it down. You don't have to be perfect on this, but you can get the hammer out and use this heavy duty bumper. So we got those all lined up. You can see that's where it's going to be welded on both sides. Then this side is going to have a bolt that goes through, which goes to threaded bung, then screws into it, and this gets welded onto the chassis. So that's how it's going to look. They say to mount these kind of where it's not going to be in the way, obviously where it's not going to be a problem. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the axle, because I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the best place to weld this on. Drive shaft still looks great, by the way, like the angles. I can't talk highly enough about Tom Woods. Man, he thinks great. These are great. Great drive shaft, great company, super easy to work with. Legitimately, like, super helpful, which I tried to call, and I tried to make it as easy as possible. You know what? Probably need to clean that up on both sides where I'm going to weld it, because we'll go down this here more. We need a grinder to clean this up. I thought I was ready to weld, but I'm not.